Hello everyone, I am Professor Waghmode B.R from Wagh College of Agriculture, Nashik, working as assistant professor. So today we will discuss the chapter on the crop production technology of upland or direct shaded rice. Uh, in this case, we can see the first one, the botanical name of rice, that is the Oryza sativa, family Gramini, origin Southeast Asia or India and the Burma. And the area and distribution, next point, that is the in rice, widely cultivated especially in India, China, Thailand, USA, Egypt and Indonesia. Among the rice growing countries, India has the largest area, followed by China and Indonesia. In respect of the production, India ranks second next to the China. In regards to the average yield per hectare, Egypt ranks first, followed by the USA. In India, rice is grown in almost all of the states, such as Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, West Bengal, and the Punjab. Among these states, West Bengal and UP has the highest rice production. Then average yield per hectare is highest in Punjab state. This is the area and production of rice. Next one, the economic importance of or the uses of rice. Generally, rice is a staple food crop next to the wheat, sorghum, and maize. Then it is a staple food of most of the peoples of Southeast Asia. In India, rice is the most important and extensively grown as a food crop. As we know, all of you, the rice is the major staple food and or the popular staple food mostly used in the all over India. And then rice occupies a important role in Indian agriculture as the staple food for more than 70% of the population can use the rice as a staple food. Then rice bran contains the valuable components such as protein, vitamins, edible oil, fiber and amino acids with high nutritional value and the functionality. As we know, the nowadays rice bran oil is the very popular as the reduces the cholesterol level in the blood arteries, which will be helpful for the heart disease patients. This is the rice bran as good source of the protein, vitamins, as well as the amino acids, which will be helpful underutilized as a food material. And this is the potential of producing rice bran at the global level, that is 27.3 million ton. As the rice bran contains 16.75% oil and the 12.25% protein. This is important part as the part is nutritional benefits of the rice bran. Then rice is the primarily high energy source or the high energy crop or higher calorie food. Then it contains less protein than the wheat. The protein content of the milled rice is usually 6 to 7%. The rice grain contains as much as B group vitamins as wheat. Then rice bran is also used as the cattle and poultry feed. The rice hull can be used in the manufacturing of the insulation materials, cements, cardboards, and the litter in the poultry keeping. Then rice straw can be used as cattle feed, as well as litter during the winter. This is the economic importance or the uses of rice. Next one, the in economic importance or the especially nutritional facts of rice bran oil. Here we can see the following nutritional information is provided by the USDA for one tablespoon of rice bran oil contains the calories or get availability of this 120 calories and fat 14 gram, sodium then carbohydrate, then fiber and the sugars and protein. Among all these nutritional facts, the calories and the fats are can be available from this rice bran oil. Next one, you can see the ecology, that is ecological conditions, means the soil and climatic requirement of cultivation of upland rice or the direct seeded rice. The soil, in case of soil having a good water retention capacity with good amount of clay, organic matter is ideal for upland or direct seeded rice cultivation. The sandy loam to clay loam soils are the most suitable for the upland rice cultivation. The soils should have high water holding capacity. Waterlogging soils are not suitable for the aerobic or upland or the direct seeded rice. The waterlogging soils are only suitable or should be use or easily adopted where the lowland rice cultivation only, and the soil should be rich in the organic matter and other nutrients, and the pH range should be 5.5 to 6.5. These are the soil requirement for the cultivation of aerobic or the direct seeded or the upland rice. Next point, that is climate. These are the best suited regions which we have the high humidity, prolonged and assured supply of water is essential. The average temperature required throughout the life period of these crop ranges from 21 to 37 degrees Celsius. And then rice, all of you is very well know about this. Rice can be cultivated mainly in the tropical conditions or regions which where the climate is hot and humid and also requires the warm weather. Then at tillering, the crop requires higher temperature than the growth. This is important climate requirement for the, especially in the rice, that is at tillering stage. Then temperature required for blooming is in the range of 26.5 to 29.5 degrees Celsius. Then at the time of ripening, the temperature should be 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. Then photoperiodically, rice is a short day plant, and however the varieties which are most of the rice varieties are non-sensitive to photoperiodic conditions. These are the climatic requirement of the upland or lowland as well as lowland rice, which will be similar. And here we can see the average temperature for rice cultivation or rice crop requires 21 to 37 degrees Celsius. And then at tillering stage, the crop requires higher temperature than the blooming and the ripening. And then among uh, other stage, that is blooming stage, requires 26.5 to 29.5 degrees Celsius, and then for ripening 20 to 25 degrees Celsius. This is a climatic requirement for the rice. And then you can see the varieties. APR is 1, APR is 2, then Pusa Basmati. This is a scented variety, highly export scented variety developed by the IRI, New Delhi. Then TNU, TN1, then IR8, IR22, Ambe Mohon, Karzat 184, Ratnagiri 24, then Indrayani, Palghar 1, Sayedri, Punjab Basmati, ADT 37, ADT 38 and ADT 39. These are the different varieties of rice is used in the lowland or upland conditions, or can be cultivated or grown under the lowland or upland or direct seeded rice cultivation. Next one, we can see the especially for the requirement of field condition or field requirement for the cultivation of upland or direct seeded rice. Here you can see after harvesting of the previous crop, that is Rabi crop, in April to May, the field should be plowed with the soil turning plow or iron plows. Followed by 2 to 3 harrowing operations are required to make the soil porous or pulverized conditions, and this is helpful for the weed eradication as well as improvement in the water holding capacity of the soils. Then after that, the burns should be made around the field just after the first shower of monsoon. That is to stand the water or to make the soil saturated condition or to improve the water holding capacity of the soils. That's why should burns are should be repaired or should be sealed with the help of soil, and then to make the water in uh, in within the field, that is to improve the saturation or the water holding capacity of soil. You can see the for the upland rice cultivation requires one plowing followed by 2 to 3 harrowing operations. There is no need of puddling operation for the direct seeded or the upland rice cultivation. Clearly remember, this is the important part of especially for the cultivation of requirement of for the upland rice. Then we can see next point, that is seeds and sowing. Here you can see the seed rate for the upland or direct seeded rice is a broadcasting method, the 100 kg per hectare, and for drilling method that is 60 kg per hectare. The spacing recommended for the cultivation of rice, that is for upland or lowland or direct seeded rice, should be 20 by 20 or 20 by 15 centimeter. Sowing time that is June to July. Sowing depth, that is recommended as per the size of seed, that is 3 to 4 centimeter. Then sowing method, broadcasting and drilling. This is only for the upland or direct seeded rice or the aerobic rice. Broadcasting or by means of drilling. But in case of the lowland rice or the anaerobic rice, where the sowing methods are transplanting. Then next point, that is seed treatment. Before sowing of the rice seeds are treated with the fungicides like Bavestin, Thyram or Captain at the rate of 3 gram per kg of seeds. This is helpful for the control of blast, brown leaf spot, seed blight disease. This is a major fungicide treatment, should be given before the sowing of seed. The next one, that is seeds are soaked with the 3% brine solution, that is 3 gram per calcium sulfate plus the in 10 liter of water for 12 to 24 hours. This helpful to, for the control of blast disease. This is a major disease of rice. Can be controlled either by seeds are soaked with the 3% brine solution. This is recommended treatment and then useful for control of the blast. The seeds are also treated with emission at the rate of 5 gram per 10 kg. Seeds in 10 liter of water for control of this bacterial leaf blight and the seed blight diseases. This is a emission treatment is recommended for the control of bacterial blight and seed blight diseases. Then next one, that is seeds are also treated with biofertilizer, especially in rice. Biofertilizer, that is in case of upland or direct seeded rice, the biofertilizers are used, that is azotobacter or azospirillum at the rate of 25 gram per kg, helps to increases the atmospheric nitrogen fixation by non-symbiotic. But in case of these anaerobic or the lowland rice cultivation, where the biofertilizer are used, that is BJ, blue green algae or the azolla, Anabana pinnata or the acetica. There are three types of these azolla species which will be used for only upland, lowland rice or the anaerobic rice. But in case of these direct seeded or upland rice, we should use the biofertilizer, that is azotobacter or the azospirillum. This is the seeds and sowing. Next point, that is manures and fertilizer management or the nutrient management for the upland or direct seeded rice. It is about 10 to 15 tons of FOM or the compost per hectare should be applied, that is 12 to 13 weeks before sowing or the mix thoroughly into the soil. Why the here we can see the organic manures, it may be FOM or the compost, should be applied before the sowing of the crop, because of these are the slow release nutrients or these organic fertilizers or the manures which have the high C/N ratio. It requires more time for the decomposition and the release or availability of the nutrient. That's why it should be applied before sowing. That is at least 1 month before or the at least 15 to 20 days before sowing. You should be applied the organic manures or the fertilizers. Then crops should be fertilized with, that is recommended dose for the upland or direct seeded rice, that is 60 30 30 kg NPK per hectare or 80 40 40 kg NPK per hectare. This is the recommended dose for the upland or direct seeded rice. Among these, or out of 80 or out of 60 kg N, nitrogen should be applied in the split dosage, that is 25% nitrogen or just 50% of the nitrogen should be applied at the time of sowing, and remaining half dose of this nitrogen should be applied at the time of tillering or the responsive stage of the crop, and then the full dose of P and K should be applied at the time of sowing. The remaining 50 or 25% nitrogen should be applied at tillering and the panic initiation stage respectively. Then along with this recommended dose of fertilizer, that is major nutrients, you should apply the micronutrient also, that is application of zinc sulfate. at the rate of 25 kg per hectare found to be beneficial. In a spraying of 0.5%, the zinc sulfate can correct the zinc deficiency. As we know, the in Khaira disease, especially found in the rice, because of due to the deficiency of the zinc. Then iron deficiency can also be found in the rice. For that, you can control with the help of these foliar sprays of iron sulfate, that is at the rate of 0.5%. This is a detail about the nutrient management or the manures and fertilizer requirement for the upland or direct seeded rice. Next one, we can see the water management. As we see here the photographs where the different stages of rice, that is first one the germination, next one the seedling, then tillering, then panicle initiation, the maximum tillering stage, and then panicle initiation, then flowering, then finally harvest. As we know, the responsive stages for especially irrigation or the nutrients, initially there is no positive response for the inputs, but after that seedling, that is tillering to flowering stage, these are the responsive stage, highly responsive to irrigation and the chemical fertilizer or inputs also. In this case, the vegetative stages include the germination, tillering or maximum tillering. Then reproductive stages include the panicle initiation and flowering, and the ripening stage, that is include the harvesting. Here we can see with respect to water management, if rains are issued properly, then there is no need of irrigation. If the rains are delayed or not received properly, then should apply the irrigations at critical growth stages, that is the seedling stage, tillering stage, panicle initiation, flowering, grain filling, milking, and duff. These are the different critical growth stages of upland or direct seeded rice, which where the upland rice can be cultivated or supply the irrigation or the apply irrigation as per the growth stages or the response stage or as per the need of crop. But in case of the lowland rice, there is a continuous standing water should be maintained. That is under waterlogged conditions, rice can be cultivated. But in case of upland, there is need to apply irrigation as per the critical growth stages. The most sensitive stage for the irrigation of upland rice are tillering, panicle, grain filling, and the milking. Among four, the most critical, that is the tillering and the panicle initiation. The upland rice requires a number of irrigation, that is 5 to 6 for the completion of its life cycle. This is the water management. Next point, that is weed management. Especially major weeds found in the rice, that is in lowland and upland rice, where the weeds are more infested with the uh, rice crop, that is lowland rice, than the upland. Because of in lowland rice, the most of the weeds are found in these perennial weeds, that is Cypress rotundus, Echinocolonum, or the Cynodon dactylon. These are the world best weed majorly found in the lowland rice. Then among these two weeds, other types of weeds are also found, that is in the Echinocola crusgulli, Echinocola colonum. These are the two important weeds especially found in the upland rice, followed by the Eclipta alba, then the Monochlorea vaginalis. These are the different weeds which will be found in the rice cultivation. The most problematic weed found in upland, that is Cypress rotundus as well as Cynodon dactyla. And then other weeds, that is Parthenium, then Echinochloa colonum or crusgulli. The weed competition is more in upland rice. It is more severe in direct seeded rice as a period of 30 to 40 days. That is initial period. That is most critical for the weed competition. If the weeds are not controlled at right time, then there is a reduction in yield of rice is up to 50% or even more. The weeds are effectively controlled by the mechanical as well as the chemical method. The two hoeing, for that control recommended practices, that is two hoeing with blade or the wheel hoe at the 15 to 20 days after sowing and 30 to 40 days after sowing. This is a recommended number of hoeing operation, that is two. followed by hand weeding will control the weeds effectively. But in case of lowland, the mechanical means weed control cannot be possible because of these waterlogging conditions. But in case of upland or direct shaded rice, where the mechanical as well as chemical method can be followed, pre-emergence herbicide, that is pendimethalin, that is stomp at the rate of 1 to 1.5 kg per hectare, proves effective control control the weeds in plant rice. And also the spray the herbicide like nitrofen, vitaclor, propanil, benthiocarbon at the rate of 1 kg active ingredient per hectare helps to control the crop weed competition. This is weed management in plant rice. The next one, that is plant protection, that is pest and diseases. The major pest of rice cultivation, that is it may be upland direct seeded or the lowland rice, where the major pests are that is the rice yellow stem borer, followed by the gallmeach, rice ispa, leaf roller, armyworm, gandhi bug, green leaf hopper, brown plant hopper. These are the different uh, pests or insect pests are found in the rice ecology. That is rice yellow stem bearer. This is a major pest found in the or infested with the more seriously than the other pests. Then for control of this rice yellow stem borer, we have to use the or grow the resistant varieties against the rice yellow stem borer. Then also they use the carbaryl or thiamate at 5% dust at the rate of 20 kg per hectare. Then also spray the crop with malathion at the rate of 1.25 liter in 1000 liter of water. Then spray the crop with monocrotophos 36 EC at the rate of EC at the rate of 1 liter in 1000 liter of water. Along with these, all the infected plant parts should be collected and destroyed properly. Then field or the cleaning of field should be followed, and then also the traps or the yellow sticky traps or the light traps are can be used for the especially control of these sucking pest as well as yellow rice stem borer. These are the pest or the IPM for the control of especially rice stem borer. Then next one, the diseases, especially in the rice, diseases are also severe. The number of diseases can be found. That is the brown spot, rice blast. It may be leaf blast or leaf scald or narrow brown spot. Then among these diseases, that is small smut, seed blight, stem rot, brown spot, rice blast, bacterial leaf blight, bacterial leaf street, Trungro virus, and the Khaira. This is a nutritional deficiency disease. Among these all diseases, rice blast is the major disease which will be uh, infected or found very severe, damaging the crop very severe, and then the other diseases. For control of this disease, the rice seeds are treated with biostin or the emission or the 3% brine solution before sowing for control of these bacterial blights or the rice blast disease. Then also use the treated seed only. Then spray the crop with 1 kg biostin at the per hectare in 1000 liter of water. Then also you grow the varieties in the disease resistance and also timely sowing. Then clean cultivation of is recommended. This is the control measures of diseases. Next one, the harvesting and yield. The science of maturity for the generally for recommended for the harvesting of operation of crops, that is of yellowing of leaves, stem become greenish to yellow or golden in color, panicle turns green to yellow in color, grain becomes hard and tough, metallic sound comes when grains are kept or placed under teeth. Harvest the crop as soon as it matures. If delayed, the grain may lost due to damage of rats, birds, insects, shattering or the lodging. Then timely harvesting ensures a good grain quality. Then right stage of for harvesting is when about 80% of the panicle have the about 80% of ripened spikelets. At the time of harvest, the upper portion of the spikelet should be straw color. Here we can see this is the importance or the right stage of rice harvesting. That is 80% of the panicle have the 80% of ripened spikelets, and at the uh, moisture percentage range for the, especially in the grain content, that is 20%. If it is more than 20%, then there is no need to harvest the rice crop. Then rice is crop is generally harvested with the help of serrated edge sickles. That sickles, that is called as Weibo sickle. This is majorly used for the control of yellow rice timber, because having the serrated margins and the angle of handle to the margin, that is 90 degree Celsius, sorry 90 degree, and this will helpful for the control of this yellow rice stem borer pest. That's why this Dr. Basab Sawan Kunkun Krishi Vidyapit, where that is they develop the Weibo sickle for the harvesting of the rice. Then this plant should cut quite look close to the ground and left in the field for few days to dry. Later on, they should be collected in the bundles and staked with for the threshing. And then threshing should be done by means of beating with the help of sticks or the threshing machine, or with the help of the block trampler. And threshed material should be cleaned properly and dried under sun, and finally packed into the gunny bags. This is the detailed information or the uh, regarding the information about the science of maturity, harvesting stage, and then method of harvesting, and then threshing. Next one, the yield. Generally in the rice, there are different types of variety. That is, in case of short duration variety, that is 45 to 55 quintal per hectare. Then mid duration or medium duration variety, that is 60 to 70 quintal per hectare. Then for hybrids, that is 60 to 70 quintals per hectare. This is today's lecture about the information, that is detailed information about the cultivation, the crop production technology of upland rice or direct seeded rice. Thank you.